Hi, and welcome to Meet the Supplier. My name's Sean. I'm at Cecilia's restaurant, and I'm joined by Ben from Bacchant Wines today. Ben, thanks for coming on board. Super
Thank
excited to
you.
have you because we're actually breaking news with our local community here at the entrance and Central Coast. You have something very exciting happening in about 8 days' time. Can you please tell everyone what's about to happen?
Yeah, absolutely, Sean. Thanks for having me. We have the visit of one of our Spanish winemakers. They're quite an interesting character. I'm very happy to actually for him to come here. He's going to spend 1 week in Sydney and Melbourne, and he's going to be, at the entrance lake house with an exclusive wine dinner. He's not going to be doing any other event apart from that. So, he's quite a charismatic winemaker. He's the third generation already from this winery called Celler Pinol. So he knows his wines better than anyone. And, he was born and bred around them. And he's bringing quite a few of his drops to share them with us.
I mean, that's awesome. I'm so excited. Now, just to give someone a little bit of understanding, whereabout is Celler Pinol based in Spain?
Celler Pinol, it's quite a traditional winery that is based in close to Batea. Batea is the village, and the appellation is called Terra Alta, which means higher lands. Now, Terra Alta, it's kind of like a newish appellation in Spanish history. He was recognized only in 1972, so it's pretty new. But they've been doing wines for centuries. Now, if you want to place it somewhere in the map that is more recognizable, Terra Alta is around 190 km southwest of Barcelona.
Yeah,
right?
so just to the left of Barcelona,
That's
Terra
exactly
Alta.
right.
And
That's
tell me
exactly right.
what ultimately describes, if we had to think about Terra Alta, what kind of landscape are we talking about out there?
Well, in terms of grape growing, you have a picture there. That's great. Terra Alta is basically, the lands can reach in the mountains around 1,000 meters above sea level, but the vineyards are situated between 500 and 650, 700 meters above sea level. It is a Mediterranean climate, so with that, you need to consider very marked seasons through the year, right? And that's key at the moment of growing vines the way these people are doing it. So you have long, hot summers, you have very cold winters, and you have the in-between seasons, which is spring and autumn, that are very marked. So with that, it comes something that is very useful for the vine growers, which is it helps you to actually grow vineyards in a more organic way. So all the vineyards that Celler Pinol works with, their own vineyards, are organic. It's an uncertified winery, but that's not on the objective. The objective, more than getting a certification, is to keep on growing vines the way they've been doing it for years and years and years and centuries. So this is no additions of fungicides, no addition of pesticides. Everything is in organic treatment. And also the key that particularly this vineyard is trying to focus on is work on indigenous varieties, all right? So from Terra Alta, the indigenous varieties are basically, and foremost, Grenache, white Grenache, which is something quite particular. There you go, the Portal de white Grenache. Morenillo.
Which I got to say, we stop here at the lake house, and people are always, when they're willing to take a risk, they are always amazed at the quality of this wine, and they always get a second bottle. Like, we almost sold out of this weekend. This is my last bottle on the shelf at the moment, and it's amazing people's reaction to this wine. it really hits a lot of spots.
Well, it's with white wines these days, Sean, is quite interesting because the trend now is to move away a little bit from, let's say, Marlborough or Sauvignon Blanc. Nothing wrong with it, but wine behaves on trends. And what I've seen is that people are drinking a little bit more of textural wines in terms of whites, and understanding that actually there is a whole world of different flavors and textures, especially in whites. So, especially with this white Grenache and what Celler Pinol is doing, it's actually quite interesting because they have very nice fruit weight, but as well they have very nice structure, very nice aromatics, and not only you can pair them very well with food, but they're very pleasant to have on their own.
Absolutely. I just love the fact that this wine, you got this beautiful minerality coming through. You've got structure. You've got it's a bit of everything there. And I think, whether you're a Chardonnay drinker or Pinot Grigio drinker, you find a lot of commonalities. And I think that's why it's really popular. Now, on that, what are the wines we're having on the night? I know we're having 2 whites, 2 reds, and a dessert wine.
That's right. So we will start with the one that you were showing, the Portal White, which is a blend between mainly white Grenache, but it's going to have a little bit of Sauvignon Blanc, Viognier, and Macabeo. I'm gonna leave all the technicalities for Juanjo to actually explain it to you, but that's the start of it. Then we're gonna jump into another one called Rack the Rain White, which is white Grenache and Macabeo. Then Rack the Rain White and red, which we're gonna start entering the field of the Grenache and Carignan, which are the main reds over there. We're also gonna taste something very, very special and particular called Morenillo. All right, now just a little summary about it. Morenillo, it was almost extinct from Batea because it's long ripening variety that had a few problems on coloring, and people were just using it as blends. But a bunch of wineries over there, like 2 or 3, including Celler Pinol, decided to start doing Morenillo as a premium wine and 100% Morenillo. And it's just spectacular to see that people are actually working with what is from the land and kind of like resurrecting the variety and making it a premium wine instead of using it only as blends. So that's a very interesting thing. I'll bet you that not many people have tried a Morenillo out there. So for whoever goes to the dinner, they're going to have a little bit of a treat with that. And for the end, we're going to try a fortified from Grenache called Josefina. And that I'm assuming that it's going to go well with your delicious desserts.
Absolutely. I think it's such a unique and amazing opportunity for locals here on the Central Coast to experience wine. Well, we can't travel to Spain, but we can bring it to the people here. And there's certainly a lot of varietals there that I haven't tried, and I'm looking forward to learning more about. What are you hoping people take away from the dinner? It's 5-course dinner, matching wines. What do you think people, just besides just the fact that they're going to try wines which they've never had before? This winemaker's a character, and definitely I think I'm expecting a bit of a show.
Look, the way I see it, like dinners and wine dinners have to be somehow a little bit in depth of what they're drinking, but it's very important to have a host that is fun and charismatic. And Juanjo is just such an incredible person to talk to. He loves Australia. He's coming here whenever he can. The last time he came here was pre-COVID. We had a great time around. And he's entertaining, right? And the fact that he's not only the winemaker of a winery, he's his family, like he's been running through this vineyard since he was a kid. Like most of his wines have the name of family members. You know, Josefina, Elavia Rufi means the Rufi grandfather, which was the first generation cultivating this grape. So you're gonna get a really in-depth story about these wines, and apart from trying something quite unique, there's not so many wines from Terra Alta around in Australia. So it will be quite an interesting experience. Most of all, a lot of fun. It will be a fun night.
Well, Ben, I'm certainly looking forward to having you up here on the 28th, Thursday night. The Thursday night is the only night we could get with him, but I think it's just an absolute joy for me to have him up here. So tickets are on sale. They're selling fast. There are only a handful left. 7 o'clock start, and we'll go from there. And I'm super excited to have everyone join us. We'll try share a bit of it on socials, but I would hop on the link below, buy tickets, because you really don't want to miss out on this experience. I think it's a completely unique experience for the Central Coast. So Ben, thank you for organizing it, mate. I know we've got another one coming up with Shield Estate later on the year. You've been an awesome supporter of the Lake House and Cecilia's, so thank you for that. And mate, I look forward to seeing you next week with the man himself and some amazing wines.
Sean, can't wait. I'll see you over there, and ready to share a glass of wine with you and your guests.
Cheers, mate. Chat soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.